Daily sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that. It shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 50-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
To throw, it's Lance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
Lance on third down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10, McIntyre. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jeff Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Lance. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Lance now to throw. And the catch made by Walters. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 25 yards to the house. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go, see? All day, defense, all day. Mike 57. Got one. 57. Mike 57.
Looking to throw. McIntyre. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear...
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. McIntyre. Barkley a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
57 Mike. Mike 57. It's our time. It's our time.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Saquon Barkley for 14 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance is complete to Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. Fights through, and now a crease. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McIntyre. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. To throw on 2nd down. McIntyre. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 1st down, Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Again, it's Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 53 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lance. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Saints 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. McIntyre. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw here into the hands of Jones. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang at Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
That's it, baby.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check 24.
Working from the gun, Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Keep playing the hard stuff. All right, you done? Work it out. Let's get it.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Lance to throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
Off play action. McIntyre. And Thomas has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Michael Thomas. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Just like that. Just like that. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Back to throw. McIntyre. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. McIntyre.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
A.J. Boye with a pick. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 35-yard line. A big play there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. Again, he finds an opening. And down to the 16-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, able to avoid him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
And now they'll throw with Lance. On the move to his left. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on 1st down. McIntyre. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to 60. Back to 60. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Blue down.
Looking to throw. McIntyre to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Barkley. It's a gain of 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off play action. McIntyre. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the tight end, Davidson. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Barkley again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Niners 31. Saints.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
56.
From the gun, it's Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Lance now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On 1st down, Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. McIntyre. Open man is Davidson, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st down, McIntyre. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Off the play fake. McIntyre. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
11 more yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. McIntyre. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
And with that kind of deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.